Yo, what is good, Jets Nation? Welcome back to Jets Media. This is Richie, and in this video, we're going to be talking about day number 3 of the New York Jets training camp. Tomorrow, I'll be at training camp, which will be day number 4, and I am so excited to be at One Jets Drive, be at the Jets training facility. If any of you guys are going to the practice tomorrow, let me know. Love to meet some of you guys there. I actually have 4 extra tickets to tomorrow's game, so if any of you guys want to go but don't have any tickets, shoot me a DM or comment down below, and I'll reach out to you because I definitely want as many Jets fans to be there because tomorrow's going to be awesome. But let's get into today's practice. We got interesting things to talk about. An up and down day from Zach Wilson. Had a really good practices in terms of going into the end zone, but then he did throw a couple interceptions, so we're going to break down what we saw from Zach Wilson. Breece Hall continues to shine. We saw a good day from Quinnen Williams. Some injury updates from Robert Saleh. So we got all that coming your way here in today's video. Before I hop into it, I just want to mention, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I got a lot of Jets content coming your way here on Jets Media. I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning into all these videos. And also, please, if you did not already, smash that thumbs up button. Really helps out the channel, helps out the video a lot. And also, do not forget to comment down below your thoughts of training camp, your biggest takeaways, and what gets you the most excited about this New York Jets team heading into this season. And again, a little disclaimer for those guys that did not see my previous videos, I am going away on Sunday for 2 weeks. I'm going on a training, so I'm unfortunately not going to be able to cover training camp outside of tomorrow for quite some time. So I know you guys are probably going to be expecting Jets Media to make content for training camp next week when pads go on. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to be consistent here on the channel. I'm going to be away. I got a lot of things to worry about outside of this channel. So, but it's okay. I'll be back. When I'm back, it's going to be the heart of the preseason, and I'm going to be going crazy with live streams and a lot of things coming your way. But I definitely want to let you guys know in this video, in case you're wondering where I'm at. I'm going to make a post about it just to give people that are not seeing this video an update of what's going on in my life outside of my YouTube channel. So let's get right into the video, man. Let's get right into what happened in the practice. So starting off with the injuries, the 2 players that have not been practicing so far is George Fenton and Braxton Berrios. Robert Saleh does not seem too concerned. We don't really know what the injuries are. George Fenton is simply clear to go, but they're just working him in. Chuma Edoga has been the left tackle so far with the first team, so it does see that the Jets are looking at Edoga as that backup left tackle right now. And Braxton Berrios, we don't know what the deal is, but Robert Saleh said that he's expecting both of those players to be good to go next week in practice, which is a really good sign. So overall, the Jets are really healthy right now. Let's hope that that continues throughout the rest of training camp. We don't want to see anything crazy. And of course, we have to touch up on what happened yesterday with the New York Jets signing the new linebacker in Kwon Alexander. I went live yesterday to give you guys my thoughts of it, but I thought, why not give you guys my quick analysis of it one more time? You know, Kwon Alexander, Robert Saleh spoke to the media and he said, quote, another veteran who has versatility to play both the will and the Sam. Obviously, he is a guy that played for Robert Saleh in 2019 in San Francisco, so he has a familiarity with the system. And what Kwon Alexander brings is versatility, experience, leadership, depth, everything. It's a low risk, high reward. The contract is like 1 year, $1.3 million or something like that. It is ridiculous type of value for a player that's only 28, 29 years old. We know that he does battle some injury problems the past couple of seasons that's held him back, but he has a chip on his shoulder. If you follow his Twitter account, you know that he's really upset that not a lot of teams are interested in signing him. He decided to come to the Jets, and I'm really excited to see what he can do. The best thing about Kwon Alexander in terms of his play style that's a really big fit with this Jets team is he's really great in pass coverage. And we all know that the Jets have been really bad last year, especially when it comes to defending the pass over the middle. You know, Quincy Williams, I really love his ability in terms of blitzing the quarterback and being that hard-hitting guy and being that heavy pursuit type of guy. But in coverage, he's not that great. CJ Mosley, I really love everything about CJ. I'm excited for him this season. Last year, he was ridiculous in terms of stats individually, but Kwon Alexander brings a different element out there. He can line up anywhere on the field, provide depth when necessary, come in on certain packages. He can line up as a third linebacker next to Quincy and CJ Mosley when they do that type of packages. And I'm really excited that Kwon Alexander is a New York Jet. Really big signing. So he's not practicing today. He did not. He's going to be, you know, conditioning and getting into football shape because obviously he's been not with the Jets or any team for quite some time. So the Jets are going to ease his way into it. Now let's get into what happened in today's practice. First, let's talk about Breece Hall because he continues to flash. Connor Hughes says that it's really hard to not look at Breece Hall and not expect him to be an absolute difference maker for the Jets immediately. It's just like Connor Hughes says, this is what his tweet says, Breece Hall is going to have a big season as long as Jets can keep games close. Impossible not to see that he's different. So that really tells me that he's going out there and he's sparkling. Whenever the ball is in his hands, he looks different with the ball. You know, he's making people miss, his agility, and we all knew what he did in college. And if it translates to the Jets, it's going to be a really fun time. And what he means by if the Jets can keep games close, that means they can ground and pound, right? If the Jets are playing from behind, then they're not going to be able to feed Breece Hall as much as we would like because we're going to have to be passing the ball a lot. So let's hope that the Jets this season can really stay in games so they can rely on the running attack of both Hall and Carter being that dynamic duo with an elite offensive line potentially in the run game with Becton and AVT and Fant and Lincoln Tomlinson and Connor McGovern. Oh my God, that run game gives me excitement. So Breece Hall is definitely continuing to flash, definitely look like a player that is a front runner to win Offensive Rookie of the Year according to all people that are making the top 10 lists of most likely players to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Breece Hall's name's number 1. Garrett Wilson's name's number 4. Hype me up, baby. The Jets have 2 potential really good playmakers at the rookie position this season. Now, getting into the defense. Big day for the defense. They continue to get pressure. And again, there's no pads, so it does seem like the defensive line is always going to have that advantage over the offensive line when there's no pads. But today was a big day for the Williams brothers, especially Quinnen Williams. Quinnen Williams had 2 sacks. One of them, he beat Lincoln Tomlinson on the inside. Really great to see Quinnen Williams get his name called, and going up against a Pro Bowl guard in Lincoln Tomlinson all throughout camp is going to be a really awesome battle to watch, because I feel like Lincoln Tomlinson coming over here from San Francisco, we know what he's going to bring to the table, a durable Iron Man that's really excels in the running game, not as great as the passing game in terms of his running game. It's not like he's a liability in the pass game at all, but I really feel like Lincoln Tomlinson in that interior offensive line is going to help out this offensive line tremendously. It's also going to help out Quinnen Williams and JFM and all the defensive linemen that's going to have to go up against him in training camp all throughout the rest of August when we get into there. So love to see Quinnen Williams' names being called right now. 2 sacks. Quincy Williams also had a sack of his own, and also Sauce Gardner. He had a really impressive pass breakup against Denzel Mims from a pass of Joe Flacco. So you love to see Denzel Mims and Sauce Gardner going out there getting that matchup going. Sauce Gardner getting the better of Mims on that rep. Now let's get into the quarterback and Zach Wilson, what we saw from him today. Very up and down day. He started off slow. He had a couple bad passes. One of them was a near interception to Breece Hall. He dropped it, which was right in his hands apparently, but then he bounced back, and this is what I love about Zach Wilson, man. If he has a couple bad throws, he cleans up the mistake immediately, and that's what he always says in all of his press conferences. That people ask him, oh, what's the biggest difference that you feel in year number 2 in training camp? He's like, when I make a mistake, I know what to do. It's not like a shell shock where I'm like, oh my God, I made a mistake, what do I do now? He kind of understands why he made that mistake in his mind, and he knows what to do next. So how about he starts off with a bad throw, and then he bounces back with 3 straight first downs on the third down period to Michael Carter, Corey Davis, and Elijah Moore, all for first down completions on the defense. That's what I love about Zach Wilson, man. His resiliency really shows. And then he bounces back again with a touchdown to Corey Davis, tight coverage in the red zone, and then he throws an interception to Jordan Whitehead in the end zone, and then he bounces back again with a touchdown to Garrett Wilson in the end zone. So obviously it was an up and down day for Zach Wilson. He didn't show up and be like, I have the best practice. He didn't show up and have the worst practice. It was down the middle. He had 2 interceptions. He had 2 touchdowns. He had 3 really good first downs on third down drills. And that's what you want to see from your quarterback, man. And I told people before training camp began that we cannot expect Zach Wilson to have a perfect training camp. He's going to be making mistakes. And hey, it's a good thing. Want to know why? Jordan Whitehead. I love seeing him get interceptions. That's a good sign that our secondary is getting their hands on the ball. That means that our secondary is making plays. Because listen, our secondary is completely revamped right now. All new starters, DJ Reed, Sauce Gardner, Jordan Whitehead, those 3 guys, we want to see them be making plays. We want to see them pick off Zach Wilson here and there. We want to see them get their hands on the football and lock down our wide receivers. And of course, we want to see our wide receivers get the best of them on some reps as well. That's the cool thing about training camp, is seeing all these players having those battles. But my biggest takeaway from Zach Wilson is he makes a mistake, he fires back, finishes off practice with a really great touchdown to Corey Davis with tight coverage, and that's really all it is to it with Zach Wilson. He makes a mistake, he learns from it. He's going to be doing that all throughout training camp, learning from his mistakes, having up and down days. He's going to have a day where he looks absolutely spectacular, where he's perfect by just throwing touchdowns and dimes, and then you might have a day where he looks absolutely atrocious and having 3 bad passes, 1 being an interception, 1 being a pass breakup, 1 being there. Like, it's just a reality of a young quarterback going into year 2 of the system. You cannot expect this guy to be absolutely perfect in training camp. And that's really my thoughts of Zach Wilson. Love to see that he continues to progress and continues to learn from his mistakes. And then getting into what Robert Saleh said about Mekhi Becton, he said that he's looking good. He had a great practice today. Love seeing footage of Mekhi Becton out there on the practice field. Here's some video clips of him and Elijah Vera Tucker on that right side. Oh my God, I'm excited to see these 2 boys go out there and serve some pancakes on Sundays on the right side of that offensive line. It gets me giddy, man. So that's really my thoughts of today's practice. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section of your biggest takeaways from today's training camp. Love to hear what you guys have to say. Do not forget to like the video if you guys enjoy. It really does mean a lot to the channel. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. And I'll see you guys at training camp tomorrow. Let's go Jets. Peace out.